Okay. So, Tariel, can you say again what you have just said? I didn't understand anything.
I was just talking about the test. I was talking about how I hope I don't get too bad of a mark on the test, but I'm not expecting like very big things because it's the first test after all that.
Hi, Mr. Kassam.
Hi, Rahim.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Rahim?
I'm good.
Rahim,
Rahim, is my
did you submit your answers last time for test? I didn't see your paper.
I sent mine.
Rahim, can you hear my voice or it's echoey?
I
Here I
can
have
hear you.
Tariel, Zubayda, and Ali only.
Wait, 1 second.
Adnan, no.
Mr. Kasim, yes, I sent you mine, but then you said to copy them to a Word document. So I
Okay,
didn't.
did you do that?
Yeah, I sent you. Yes,
To
you said
your
it's
WhatsApp.
Okay.
Hi, Mister.
Mr.
Ah,
Kassam,
Mister,
yes.
I thought we don't have a lesson today because everyone in the chat was writing that we don't have a lesson today.
who
But I
was
knew
it?
everyone, literally everyone.
Mr. Kassam, I sent you a picture, then I deleted it because I copied my answers to Word document and I didn't send you the Word document. Can I do it
Okay.
now?
Yes. Can you send it now?
Yes, I can.
Tariel, this is your
Look,
answer, I
Mister.
think.
Yes, it's mine.
Tariel wrote, I don't think so. And then Kalafov wrote, no, we don't have a lesson today. That's why I joined 2 minutes late.
But then Mr. Adalat, he wrote that we have.
No, Tariel, I got your answer.
Ah, yes. Okay,
Mister,
so
did you get my answer?
Okay, Tariel, I have your answer. Okay.
yes, thank you.
And
Did you get
Ali,
my answers,
Zubayda,
Mister?
Tariel, and Rahim, Waqif, no. Where is your work? Waqif,
Mister,
where
I
did you?
sent you like a long time ago.
This one?
You even put me. Yes.
Waqif, I told you need to type that in Word. How can I grade this paper?
But you said how you want to do, Mister.
Waqif, can you just copy them? Do not change anything to Word document, okay? And after that, submit it to me. Can you do
Okay.
that?
Can I copy it right now?
No, not right now. Now we have class after the class.
Should I? Okay.
Waqif, also
Yeah.
write your actual file name like this, 7A or G7A, then Waqif and surname, okay? Always put your name like this so that when I
Okay.
organize this, it's easy to see your
Mr.
work.
Kashim,
Yes, I
Please,
will do this
Okay.
after the lesson then.
Rahim,
The Word document. Yes, I'll do the Word document too then. That's
okay.
fine.
But you didn't send it yet, right, Rahim?
No, I didn't. I sent you photo, then I deleted and I forgot to
Okay.
send Word document.
All right, very good. Okay, now do it in Word, okay? After send it to me, I will convert this into PDF, and after that, I will grade it. Otherwise, like Mr. what is it? Waqif's paper is so hard, you know, so black and not so organized. Well, it's not only about your test, guys. Now, from now on, I think always we will have somehow online communication with other people, maybe online class. So you have to learn how to communicate well. If you're submitting something, for example, let's say I'm asking you to submit in Word document, right? And put it nicely. Actually, your file name should be what grade? It is 7A. Your name and surname. And also at the top, write your name. If possible, also include the date, okay? And organize this very well, so that when people receive, it sees your quality, or he or she receives your, she can see your quality. This guy is smart, I can work with him. Also for your future, it would be great. Maybe if you have some free time, I will show you how to do that, okay? Because otherwise, you know, I am collecting this work from many people. It's not like 10, 15 people. It's more than 50, more than 100 people. If everybody sends like this, I cannot actually waste my time. So it should be organized well, your grades and name and surname. This should be the file name. After that, what is it? It is test 3, right? For example. And after that, I'll just download this and put in one folder. After that, I open one by one and grade it and put your score. Okay, this will be very good. I mean, also easy
Mr.
for me.
Kasim,
Yes.
approximately how long will it take for you to grade our tests?
Yeah. If Taria, look, I will show you one thing again. Uh, this is your test, right? I prepared this answer sheet. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
share with you.
That's easy.
If you answer like this, exactly like this, grading your per page takes maybe maximum 20 minutes. Okay. But now I open your work, for example, Taria. Taria,
Yes, I understand.
for example, like this. You see number one, number two, number three. It's not bad, Taria. It's not bad. Okay. This one is also, I can see your question number one, number two. It's very good, Taria, this one. And Zebeda, for example, Zebeda, he also sent this in different format. And I have to change this into format myself. It took like 3-4 minutes. It doesn't take much time, but if you have a lot of students, it's a kind of, how to say,
In what
extra work
format
for
do we
me.
send you?
He
In
just
what format?
Zebeda's work. I can show you for how did she send it to me. Zebeda. Okay, this is how he sent. She sent it to me. For example. Okay, I don't know how he saved it like this. It's like HTML. When I download this, it's downloading in different format. So I have to open this and the screenshot and put it in Word, and after that I convert this into PDF. Okay. But actually, her answer is very good, but she didn't submit in Word or PDF format. So I cannot download this. When I download, the file actually is so different. Maybe she typed this in MacBook. I think that's why, because my computer is not Mac, it is Asus. Anyway, guys, no problem. This is just experience. Maybe after 2 weeks, you will have another similar test. Okay, at that time, I hope you will submit your work in very, very organized way. Now,
Professional.
let's get back to our class. What are we going to do here? Okay, we are going to solve questions quickly, the progress test. Okay, if it is so easy, just let me know. Mr. Carson, we can skip this question. I will skip. If we have to discuss, we will discuss. And after that, we will continue our class. Okay, actually, as you know, we were talking about very, 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 very important topic. What is it? It is algebraic equations. Without understanding this algebraic equations well, guys, we cannot actually go further. If actually once you understand this, we will go much, much faster. We can solve any kind of problem. Okay, because that's why you should understand this algebra well. As I told you, algebra is a very, 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 I don't know how many times you want to say, very useful tool. Okay, it's a kind of very, very powerful tool to solve the problems. Algebra means, what is algebra? Solving problems using variables. That's it. Okay, but a lot of students, they don't know how to introduce a variable, how to form an equation. That's why they cannot solve the problem. Guys, let's continue. This question is very easy, right? And here, for example, the first one is A, right? To compare the fractions if these are both positive numbers. So we should just cross multiply, right? And we will convert them into whole numbers. And we know how to compare whole numbers. Easiest one is we have to just draw a number line and mark these points on the number line. The numbers to the right, they are greater. Numbers to the left, they are smaller. But here in the first one, 4/7, if you cross, actually 7, right? If you multiply both sides by 7, so 4 is greater than 3. Greater than. So in your answer, just you need to write like this. A, okay, your answer is like this. You don't have to write anything. Okay, Adnan, for example, Wagif, even you copy the question, you don't have to do, everything is here. Okay, just I want to see your answer. How about the second one? 1 something, here 2 something. When we are comparing mixed numbers, right, first we had to compare their whole part, right? So the whole part, the 2 is greater. So 1 and a 2/5 is smaller than or less than 2 and 1/5. How about -5 and -4? Immediately, if you just draw the number line, here we have -4 and here we have -5, right? So -5 is less than -4. And how about 7/12, 7/13, right? Here we have 7/12 and 7/13. If you just cross multiply, here we have 7 times 13 and 7 times 12, right? And which one is greater? 7, 7, the same thing. So 13 is greater than 12. So this fraction, 7 over 12, is greater than 7 over 13. How about E, 0.54? This one is 0.53, right? The first two digits are exactly the same. The third one, actually, they are different. So this 4 is greater than 3. That's why 0.54 is greater than 0.5399. And how about the last one? On the left-hand side, we have negative number. On the right-hand side, we have positive number, right? And any negative number is smaller than any positive number, right? One is greater than, for example, any negative number. So this number is smaller than or less than that number. Anyway, let's continue. How about this fraction? When you are doing tests, okay, when you're doing homework, it is different. When you're doing tests, if possible, you should try to do some steps mentally. You don't have to write anything because time is limited, right? That time management is very important in doing tests. And also SASMO, you will see that in SASMO, you will have to solve 25 questions in 90 minutes. That means that for every question, maximum you have 4 minutes, right? And that's why we have to practice a lot of problems to think fast. Okay, just knowing is not enough. Also, we should practice questions so that we can think fast and we can solve the problems fast. Okay, let's continue. To do this kind of fractions, I suggest you to do them step by step. Number one, I will simplify the numerator. That is 3 over 4 minus, you don't have to copy this 3.5. Immediately change this mixed number into improper fraction. So that is 3 times 2 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7. So that's equal to 7 over 2. Now, if you bring into the common denominator, I have 4 here, 3 minus 2 times 7, here we have 14. So that's equal to negative 11 over 14. Now we have simplified the numerator. Number 2, let's simplify the denominator. 2 and 1 over 3, that is 7 over 3 times, and here we have minus 3 over 2 plus 1 over 4. And here multiplication, this 3 is 3, it is gone. That's equal to minus 7 over 2 plus 1 over 4. Now, what is the common denominator? Here, common denominator is 4, right? And here, the first fraction is denominator is 2. To get 4 there, I should multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. So 2 times negative 7, negative 14, and plus 1. That's equal to negative 13 over 4. And third step is I have to divide, right? Negative 11 over 4 is divided by negative 13 over 4. As you see here, negative number is divided by negative number. The result will be positive. 11 over 4 times 4 over 13. These two things cancel each other. The answer is 11 over 13. That is our final answer. Okay. In fraction, if you just do step by step, simplify the numerator first, after the denominator, and divide numerator by denominator. I think for me, usually I do this way. That is much faster, and you don't get confused. All right. How about question C? That's immediately, let's just write square roots. Here we have just multiplication and division, right? First, I had to convert division into multiplication. 7 over 8 times 3 over 4 times 1 and 1 over 6. We know that is equal to 7 over 6. And just invert the fraction. That's equal to 6 over 7, right? And that is, when it is multiplication, these are the common factors, right? And here 6 by 2, 3 left here, and 2 left here. What we have here, square root of 9 over 2 times 8, 16, which is equal to square root of 9, it is 3. Square root of 16 is equal to 4. So the answer is 3 over 4. Okay.
Hello, mister.
Hello, Ali.
Hello, Mr. Qasim.
Hello, Mr. Bahra. Okay, let's continue. Guys, we have just started. Okay, just follow us.
Mr. Qasim, sorry for late.
Yeah, it's
So
okay.
sorry
We have
for
just
being late,
started,
sir.
and now we are solving the test questions. Okay, we are discussing those questions. And okay,
Mister,
yes.
I just realized that I absolutely wrote another thing that is needed there. I wrote some other like generation of numbers. I didn't understand anything there. I forgot what was happening in that moment. So I forgot everything and I just wrote something. I just realized.
Whoa,
when I
wait.
was-
Who are you? Wagif, is it you?
Yes.
Wagif, what are you talking about? Are you
Mr.
talking
I
about the
wrote like something else, really something else. It's not even like close to the thing that we wrote.
I mean, you just guessed the answers, or but you solved this, but you
No,
got
I
different
just
answers.
realized that it's incorrect. Nothing is the three, no, two of them are incorrect already.
It's okay now. Waqif, let me just generation of numbers, generation Z. Are you generation Z or Y
No,
or X?
I didn't write anything.
No, what generation are you, Waqif?
Z.
Z.
I don't know. I'm generation.
Do you know
No.
generation X, Y, Z, and now new generation Alpha, generation Beta,
No.
generation 2020, 2035? Is it generation Alpha?
Mr. How should I know that, Mr. Ben? We're
Yeah, if you
learning
don't,
math.
anyway. Then I'm talking about the generations, right? Now they name a generation. Like if
We
you
are
are
Gen
born
Z.
between 1995 and 2005, for example, you're generation Z, for example. That's the Y, I think.
Oh no, then we are millennials. I'm a millennial then.
Anyway, guys, let's continue. Wakif, one thing you should understand, okay? This test, now after you doing this test, I hope you can see your weaknesses. You can see your mistakes, okay? If you do not see your mistakes, you cannot make any improvement. Now you are going to have a lot of progress tests, and I hope I could give you once in 2 weeks. You have to do this kind of test once in 2 weeks, okay? So at that time you can improve. Every time do it and see your mistakes. Do it, see your mistakes, okay? Then you can make an improvement. And that's why in the world, you know, there are a lot of competitions, and competitions actually make people, how to say, better and better and better. Otherwise, if there is no exam, would you do your homework? Would you study? You don't, right?
Mr. Casio, I don't know, but ours I study because I have to. It's like my job. I go to school.
Yeah, Taria, but a few students, like for example, if we have 100 students, maybe if you just tell the students, guys, I'm teaching math today, but you will not have any quiz. You will not have any midterm. You don't have to submit your homework. You will not have any final exam.
Yes.
Then who studies?
Mr. Did you get my
Okay. No, Ali, I didn't
test?
get your work, okay? You have to send it to me. Write it in Word and submit it to me,
No,
okay?
Mr. Kasim, you said you got
But
mine.
Mr. I only could take the photo. I didn't write it on Word. Is there no?
I also, Ali, now do it again and write it on Word.
Ali, I saw your work. It was so scary, all right?
My Mr.
No, not yours. Like there's a guy in the other.
Ali,
neighbor.
look here. We are living in the world of technology. We have smartphones, we have internet, we have WhatsApp, and you are just taking the picture and
Whatever.
your
Ali,
answers
you
are
should have written on the wall.
on the screen, and after taking the picture, why don't you screenshot well and cut it nicely and save it and change your file name and send it to me, Mr. Ali.
But Mr. Here
Not
you wrote
everyone
this.
has.
Look. When I send you this, you wrote this.
Yes, send it to me, Ali, send it to me. Okay, guys, let's continue. About the exam, we can discuss a bit later. All right. I hope you understand how we are doing this. Let's continue. Question B. Let me just continue from here. We are multiplying negative number by negative number. So here we have negative 3 over 5 times 2.5. That is 5 over 2. And as you see here, this is minus. Also, this is minus. So it is positive, right? So always we should first multiply the year signs. And here we have 2 times 1 and 1 over 3. That is 4 over 3. Now, first we have to simplify the fractions. Negative 3 times 5. Actually, this 5 cancel out each other. Before multiplying the numbers, okay, fractions, see actually if numerator and denominator have common factor or not. Simplify, then factorize. So the first part equals negative 3 over 2. Plus second part is 8 over 3. And common denominator is 6. The first fraction by 3. 3 times negative 3, negative 9, plus 2 times 8, it is 16, which is equal to 7 over 6. Or you can just leave like this, or 1 and 1 over 6. That is the answer to the second question.
Mr.
Okay.
Can I say
Qasim,
something?
Mr. Qasim,
Yes,
but
Yes.
isn't it negative 7 over 6?
Why?
So this is negative 9 plus 16, right? What is it? Is equal to 7.
The answer will be positive.
I wrote negative 7 over 6.
But
Yes.
Mr. Kasim, you
Yes.
know, this seems so simple when you check it after, but when you do it during test, you're under pressure. So you forget about everything and you do it wrong.
Yeah, Rahim, yeah, that's why you need to take a bit more tests before SASMO. You have to get used to it.
Experience. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because as I told you during the test time, okay, just knowledge is not the main challenge. The biggest challenge is time, the time management. Okay. Can you, because you're competing against the time. That's why we have to practice and get used to it. And especially when people are sitting for the test for the first time, they get excited too much. And when you get excited, right, you forget everything. So as you get more experience, you feel very relaxed. Okay, just as a usual test, you know how it goes, right? You have experience. And anyway, guys, let's continue. How about question D? Mr. Ali, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Red?
Green.
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 Okay.
Blue is super simple.
All right. Number 1, simplify the numerator. 2, 3, and 4. Actually, I should just direct the changes into improper fraction. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11 over 4. Minus 3 over 8. Common denominator is 8. 2 times 11, 22, minus 3, which is equal to 19 over 8. And how about the denominator? 8 over 9 times 3 over 4 times 17 over 4, right? And now this 8, 4, it is gone. And also with 4, only here we have 2 left, and here we have only 1 left. Because 8 over 16, right? And how about with this 3? 3, 9 is gone, only 3 left. Equals, in the numerator, we have 17. Denominator, 3 times 2, that is 6. And number 3, we should divide, right? Numerator, 19 over 8, by the denominator, 17 over 6. 19 over 8 times 6 over 17. And the common factor is 2. By 2, it is 3. By 2, it is 4. 3 times 19, 57. 4 times 17, that is 68. So that is the answer.
See, it's so simple when you just check it after.
Mr.
Yeah,
Qasim,
do
it's
you
like
think
I
it was
understood.
simple?
Mr. Qasim, it's like I understood the topic.
If you do it
But I-
organized and step by step, it's easy.
Mr. Qasim, how many years have you been teaching math?
20.
Uyda.
Why, Tariel? Why?
Nothing.
Mister, I did all of this right. Except at the end.
But Ali, you are so late to submit your work. Why so late?
Mister, there is internet issues in my house, so that's why.
But you also live in Baku, right? Also other students, they live in Baku, or your interconnection is from different country?
No, Mister, bizden kabutan. How can I say? It's in a building. They're like,
So during the, anyway, no problem, Ali. Okay.
sometimes, Mister, sometimes it turns off, sometimes it's on.
Okay.
But I'm not going to fix anything. I'm just going to send you. I'm not a cheater.
Ali, no problem, no problem. Okay. When your internet is on, type it quickly in Word and send it to me. If it is off, just wait until it is on. Okay.
Okay, Mister.
Okay. But Tariel, actually, you're asking this question because I didn't teach math in only one school, you know. I taught math in like 6, 7 different countries. And I taught a lot of different students from grade 3 to grade 12. And now
Mr.
teaching
Qasim,
university
in which
students.
countries you taught?
Mr. Kasim, have you taken SASMO exam yourself?
And I
Have you
was
tried it?
organizing Cambodia. For the first time, I organized here.
uydu Mr. Kasim.
And at that time,
Mr.
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 Adalat was
How much years are you working for SASMO?
You're not working for SASMO.
yeah, actually, I have been teaching at international schools for like 16 years. Okay, so
But
before
Mr. Kasim,
SASMO, there was different math Olympiad. That is Singapore Math Olympiad. Now I was preparing my students for that Olympiad, and after that, for the first time, when actually SASMO started, I contacted with the person, Mr. Henry. He is the organizer from Singapore, and I was a department head of math. Okay, math department head at the school, and at that time, Mr. Adalat also was working in Cambodia. So I organized this event for the first time and brought this competition to Cambodia here. And after that, I organized this, and after that, I left high school. I moved to university. Okay, so university is a bit different. And after that, Mr. Adalat again, he just organized and invited me to join this team, and that's why now I'm teaching you. But now actually I teach at university.
Like,
yes.
when did SASMO open? 16 years ago?
2013, yes, 7 years ago.
Okay.
Okay. And Rahim, Ali, Waqif, and Zubayd is not. If you are interested, I'm also a trainer in Hong Kong Math Olympiad, World International Math Olympiad. Okay, and also you need to participate this. Maybe later, Mr. Ala thinking about this. Okay, there's also another Olympiad, very good Olympiad, organized by Hong Kong. And it is, as you know, math
like...
actually, Hong Kong, in Taiwan, in Singapore, it is developed a lot. And the math education is much, much better than a lot of countries. And that's why these Olympiads are quite famous Olympiads. Okay, guys, let's get back to class. Yes.
Isn't it like the, what's it called? The tournament first in Baku, then it's like, if you like, I don't know, win it or something, then you go to Singapore or something.
That's right. Now here, there are 3 stages, right? Number 1, okay, in February, you have mock examination.
This February, right?
Mock? They mock?
Yeah. You know what is mock examination?
No.
It looks like a real exam, but it's not real.
Absolutely insane, mister.
Yeah.
200.
Especially if you are preparing for a lot of international exams, before you have to sit for this mock exam. Okay, that is.
That's why it's called
mister,
mock.
if it's not an exam and it's an exam, can I like not like be in that exam and be in that exam?
What? Say again?
He's saying, Mr. Shil, if it's not an exam and it's an exam at the same time.
And not be in the exam.
No, Taria, look, now Rahim was asking Mr. Qasim during the exam, it looks so different. Now it looks so easy. So mock exam it is preparing you for the real exam. So you have to see how it works, okay? What kind of question you are going to have and how you should manage your time.
But Mr., when will be the real exam?
And after that, this is in February. And after that, you have a local exam in Azerbaijan. That is in April, right? And after that, if you pass,
if coronavirus.
Yeah, I'm just explaining the procedure,
online.
Okay?
It's online. It's not like going somewhere and taking.
Oh, so
but if you make it to Singapore, mister.
The third one is if you pass, the second one in April, if you get a good result, if you are in top 40% of the students, then you will come to Singapore and compete against other students from different.
It's a team game.
But
team
top how? No. Top how much is the top 40%? Top how much is 40%?
No,
400 people.
It depends on the number of students. Like 100%, then you should be the top 40%. 40
yes,
students.
but there isn't exact number of students yet.
No.
Mister, if you get 41, if you get 41%.
This is like a solo tournament.
What?
This is like a solo tournament, mister. One person.
No. Guys, actually, look, Listen to me carefully.
Huh?
So in Azerbaijan, this exam will be individual, paper-based, or if it is online, online. But when it comes to Singapore, let's say before they used to call this CIMOC, okay, CIMOC. Now, when it comes to Singapore, also there are different types of exams. Number one is individual exam. You have to solve them alone. And after that, you have a kind of activity. You will make up a group and compete against other groups, okay? So in that group, actually, each team, for example, let's say each team contains 5 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these students must be from different countries, okay, so that you get to each other, and after that you compete against other people. And
So,
now,
Mr. We should
Waqif,
destroy the other
Ali,
kids, right?
Ali, look,
That's
what is the purpose of this competition? Bringing young people together, and you get to know about each other, and it's a kind of motivation, okay? And also somehow you are improving your math, preparing yourself for future challenge.
But
Okay.
Mr. What do you think is more important in the future? To know English good or to know math super good?
For me, the most important thing in the future is to be a good human.
So that means, Mr. I can fail all exams, but I just need to be a good
Then
human.
why am I here? Then why am I here?
Mr. You didn't have to answer that question.
Okay, let's get back to the class.
Thank you
okay?
for the.
Yes, so class,
Thank you
class,
for the
class,
inconvenience.
Okay.
class,
I
class,
think,
class.
Waqif, you need to open another chat box in Facebook and we can chat there, okay?
Okay.
Guys, about this question, I'm not going to do all of them. Only I will show you one. For example, LCM, right? So we know the long way. Another, the shorter way is, for example, here, just draw a line here. What is the common factor? As you see here, all numbers are divisible by 7, divide by 7. Here we have 3, this one 4, and 6, right? And 3, 5, 6, they don't have any common factors. So here I can just divide by 3. 6, here we have, it is 1, 5, and 2. By 2, it is 1. By 5, it is 1. Right? And that's it. Just we should multiply this 21. This is 10. So it is equal to 210. So least common multiple of these numbers is 210. Okay. All right. Let's
But
move to
Mr.
the next
Kasim, wait,
question.
Mr. Kasim, can you do one of the questions from A or B?
Yes,
For
can you do
example,
express as a product of prime
I, for
factors?
example, let's say I, all right. What is the highest common factor
Yeah.
of these numbers? That is 36 and 54, 75. Draw a line. And this 36, 54 divisible by 2, divided by 2 is 18, and the 27, 75, right? And this 18 again divisible by 2, here we have 9, 27, 75. Now all numbers are divisible by 3, so here we have 3, 9, and 25. Now by 3, it is 1, 3, 25. And again by 3, it is 1, and here we have 25 only, right? Just immediately divide by 25, that's equal to 1. Or you can just do 1 by 1, no problem. Because as you practice more, you can see actually. Anyway, here we have divide 25, here divide by 5, it is 5, divide by 5, 1, right? And what is the highest common factor of this one? Okay, we divide by 2 all, right? And 2, okay, this 3 is a common
3.
factor.
Yeah.
That's it, I think. Oh, why did I divide all? I think I should stop here, guys. Sorry, I confused with least common multiple.
Yes, I got correct.
We should stop here. Why I should stop here, right? As you see here, this 3, 9, and 25, they don't have any common factor anymore, right? So we know that to find the highest common factor, we should multiply their common factors. So the only common factor of these numbers is 3. So highest common factor of these 3 numbers is 3. Okay.
Can you quickly show I question, double I question?
Okay, this A double I, and the change the marker. 324 it says as a product of prime factors. How do we do that? 3 to 4 divide start by prime factors starting from the smallest and in ascending order, right? Divide by 2. Here we have 1, 6, 2. Divide by 2, 81. Divide by 3, 27. Divide by 3, 9. Divide by 3, it is 3. Divide by 3, it is 1. So 3 to 4 can be written as 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. In a more compact way, I can just write it like this in index notation, right?
I have
2
this correct.
squared times 3 to the power of 4.
But I wrote in expanded form. Is that okay?
Okay, that's also okay.
Yes, Mr. Kassim, thank you. I understood. I got correct answer on this one. I just wanted to check.
Good, very good. How about question 4A? Who solved this question correctly?
Rahim.
No. Wait, question 4?
Yes. What is the answer?
No, I put question mark.
Okay.
Yes, it's
And
the easy way
now
out. Just put question mark.
we are going to practice this kind of questions a lot. Actually, I suggested to solve this kind of questions a lot. That really helps to improve your problem solving skill, understanding skill a lot. If you can solve this kind of questions easily, then you can solve any math problem.
I understood how to do this, but I just can't calculate.
Okay.
I don't know how to calculate.
Good. Now let's do it together. Mrs. Lee was given $1,200 every month for the household expenses, right? What are the household expenses? Your electricity bill, your water bill, your food, education, for garbage collection, blah, blah, blah. All of the things are called household expenses. Okay, she uses 17/24 of it to buy food for the family. Immediately, let's find this. For food, how much did he spend? Right? For food, 17 over 24 of means times 1,200, which is equal to 1,200 divided by, what is it? 1,200 divided by 24. How much is it? By 8, it is by 8,
50,
it is 150.
I did it.
50, right? Good.
Yes,
It is
I did in my
17
mind. Yes.
times 50, which is equal to $850. That is for food, right? And then now it says 5/7 of the remainder. So now immediately remainder, for remainder, let me just call it
1,200
half.
minus.
So remainder is equal to 1,200 minus 850, which is equal to $350. Number 2, for clothes and other expenses. Okay, clothes and other expenses. Okay, let me just write clothes. What is it? 5/7 of the remainder. Remainder is $350. That is 5 times 350 is divided by 7. That's equal to $50. That's equal to $250. So she actually spent $250 for clothes and other expenses. And she put the remaining money into the bank as savings for the family. And number 3, now we have savings, right? And how much is her savings? And actually, we have $350 left, and she spent $250 more on clothes and other expenses. Savings is $350 minus $250. That's equal to $100. What is the question here? Find the amount she put into the bank. She put into the bank how much? $100. So dot, 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 her monthly saving is $100.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does this dot, dot, dot mean?
Therefore.
Okay, yes.
Very good.
Dumbo.
But in the second operation where you wrote 5/7 multiplied by 350, where did you get 850 from?
So say again, Rahim.
From in the second operation,
Okay.
When you wrote 5 sevens multiplied by 350,
Okay.
where did you get 850 from?
You mean 350 or 850?
850. 850. How did you
Where is
get it?
850? It is, you mean here? Are
No,
you talking
wrote
about this
5,
step?
no, 5 multiplied by 850.
It is 750. It is 50.
It's 850. Where did you get 850 from?
It's not 850, it's $50.
Ah, I thought that's 8. Oh.
This is dollar sign. But of course, Rahim, not to get confused when you're solving questions, actually, we should not use this kind of units. Okay, usually. You can put the unit in your final answer.
Yes, because it's confusing, because Rahim was emotional.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about question B and C? We know how to do that, right? The way
This
to
one takes
arrange the
time.
fractions, we have to bring them into the common denominator. And after that, just compare the numerators. Now here we have 4, here we have 6, here we have 12 and 9. What is the least
3.
common multiple of these numbers?
24.
Ah, yes, multiple.
36, right? And this one I can multiply by 12, I mean by 9, so it is minus 27, right? And since the denominator is the same, I can just drop this, or just keep in mind. And next one is minus 5 over 6, we should multiply by 6, so it is minus 30. And minus 11 over 12 multiplied by 3, minus 33. And here we have minus 8 multiplied by 4, it is minus 36, right? So now here it says the fractions in ascending order from the smallest to the biggest. What is the smallest here? This one is the smallest, 36. So that is the smallest one. Minus 8 over 9 is smaller than, gone, right? After that, which one is the smallest? Minus 33. Minus 11 over 12, gone. And next one is minus 30, sorry. Minus 5 over 6, also gone. And it is less than minus 3 over 4. Okay. And how about the next one? Least common multiple of these numbers, 5, 4, 8, 3. It is not 20. It is not 16, 24, 40. No, I think. What is the least common multiple of 5, 4, 8, 3? Is it
5, 4,
120?
8, 3. We have
16, no, it. Yeah.
It's 120, right?
yes, Rahim. Stop, Rahim. Show it. Rahim.
It is 120. So we should multiply this by 24 minus 48. We should multiply this by minus 30, minus 30. Yes, that's correct. And here we should multiply by 15 minus 45. Multiply this by 40 minus 40, right? So in descending order from the biggest to the smallest. Among these numbers, which one is the biggest? This minus 30, right? So that's the biggest. Minus 1 over 4, greater than. And here we have minus 40, the second biggest, minus 1 over 3, greater than. And after that, minus 45, number 3, minus 3 over 8, greater than. Only one left, that is minus 2 over 5. So we have erased these numbers from the biggest to the smallest in descending.
Qasim,
Yes.
when we were in 4th grade, our
No.
teacher was introducing us to this. And you know, we had a quiz on this. And you know what I did? I did everything correct, but as the final answer, I didn't write like the fractions. I wrote the numbers that I converted into. So for example, if I had the same question, I wrote minus 48, minus 30, minus 45 as the answer. I didn't write it in fraction. And I got 20.
Rahim, actually in my exam, if you answer like this, you will get partial score, not the full score. Because actually every time, because here, this is just helping us to solve the question. But in the final answer, we are talking about these numbers, right? So you need to write everything in terms of the original information. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys, I will skip this question. Is it okay?
Yes, this is
Why?
easy.
Why?
It's
No,
easy.
it's very hard. Rahim didn't get that.
Okay, this one here, x plus 6x minus 2y minus 5y plus 5x. Now, here x plus 6x, 7x plus 5x, that is 12x. Minus 2y minus 5y, right? So that is minus 7y. Done. The
Yes,
second
I
one
have correct
is,
them. No, that's it. I don't think we have to do all of them.
yeah, minus 5
Yeah.
times 2 minus 10x plus 5z plus 2z minus x. Now minus 10x minus x, that is minus 11x. 5z plus 2z, that is plus 7z.
Mr. Kasim, if I wrote 7z minus 11x, you're gonna count as correct, yeah?
Yeah, it is correct. No problem, Tariel. But by convention, you know what does by convention mean?
Mm-hmm.
By law.
Özünsən bayılı.
By convention means by that everybody agreed to write this mathematical expressions, algebraic expressions in alphabetical order. So x comes before z, that's why you better write x first, and after the y, after the z, okay. But it's not a rule, but it's just by convention that everybody follows this rule.
You know, Mr. Kasim, I actually got, when I was doing answers, I got negative 11x plus 7z, but then I said that I'm going to write positive answer first and then negative. Like I got this answer, but then I changed it that because first I want to write positive answer.
Yeah, Arya, it's also okay. That's also correct. It is 7z minus 11x. That's also correct. Nothing wrong with this. Okay. All right, continue. Question 6. Who is, can I get plus 25 points in the test for knowing what means? We don't need your life story, Rahim. Bug is a pro fourth player. Okay, it's not related to me. All right. Okay, guys, let's continue. Let's try to solve 2 more questions at least. An apple costs a cent, while a pear costs b cent, more than an apple. So immediately here, I can write here, apple costs a cent, right? And the pear costs, actually, I should write here, maybe apple. If I just write here, this apple, one apple, it is a cent. And pear costs b cents more than an apple. That means that pear costs how much? A plus b cents. Find in terms of A and B the cost of 5 apples and 7 pears. So that is 5 apples, each apple costs a cents, plus 7 pears, each pear costs a plus b cents. I will write the answer at the in the final step. So that's it, right? That's the cost of 5 apples. That's the cost of 7 pears because 1 pear costs a plus b cents. If you simplify this, here we have 7a, 5a plus 7a, that is 12a plus 7b. So that is the cost of 5 apples and the 7 pears.
Mister, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Mister, in your country, what time is it?
What
I
time
know
is
this
it?
is not. This is not.
Azerbaijan, eh? No, Mr. Aren't you in Azerbaijan?
Anyway, we have 10 more minutes left, okay? After 10 minutes, I will finish the class. Actually, 8 minutes
Aren't
left.
you in Azerbaijan?
What?
Aren't you in Azerbaijan right now?
But Mister,
I'm
what
not.
time is it in your country?
In my country, it is 8:51.
8 p.m. 8, yes.
How? We don't even know where you.
You know where am I now?
Cambodia.
Right now, I'm in
Cambodia.
Cambodia.
Is that where is that even?
What did it say?
Where is that even, Mister?
On the map. On the map.
It is somewhere in the world, okay? Okay.
Thank you very much.
I will tell you about Cambodia later, all right? Let's solve 2 more questions. After that, we can talk. 7 are greater than 5, but less than 10. How do you write this mathematically? That is 5 less than 7 less than 10. That's it. A lies between B and C, where A, B, C are numbers. That means that B and C, one option is B is less than A is less than C, or C is less than A and
Yes,
less than
because
B.
we don't have enough information to write exactly.
Mr. Kasim, but what if in question B, I didn't write B is less than 7, less than 10, but I wrote 7 is greater than 5. Oh, no, wait, I got wrong. No, never mind.
Okay. But this one actually 5 is less than 7, less than 10. That is this verbal representation. This one is just verbal representation of this mathematical expression. Okay, question 7, 8, 9, 10. Oha. Okay. So let's do this. Who solved this question 7 correctly?
Tehran.
Huh? Did anybody get 7, 5 over 24?
Mr. Kasim, this is
So I
Bahram.
got 167 over 1000.
Wait, mister, let me look. Let me look. Which one is this?
Question 7.
I got 5 over 24.
Good.
Is
Anyway,
that
guys, let's
correct?
do this
Correct.
together. A, B, C, and D share a box of chocolates among themselves. Okay. All right. Here we have A, B, C, D. And A takes 1/4 of the chocolates. B takes 3/8 of the remainder, and C takes 5/9 of the leftovers. What fraction of the chocolate does D have? Okay. Now I will just going to show, solve this in algebraic way, and you have to get used to it. Okay. So let's X be, okay, the number of chocolate bars
Okay, so
in
algebraic
a
way.
box. Okay, suppose that maybe you can just say candies, for example. Let's say we have X candies in a box. Number 1, here we are giving to A and the B and C and D. These 4 people are sharing them, right? It says that A takes 1/4 of the chocolate. So this A takes 1/4 of what? Of X, right? And let me just write here remaining. Rahim, this question is for you. If A receives 1/4 of X, how much is left in the box?
A receives 1/4, 3/4, yes.
3/4 of X is left, right? Because if
Yes.
you're talking about here, right, that is
The
3.
100% is 4. And we
So
took
he
1.
received only this part, right? How much is
Yes,
left?
so it's 3.
3/4.
3/4.
Okay,
And the
now this
amount
much
of
is left. Now it continues. B takes 3/8 of the remainder. So B takes 3/8 of means time remainder. What is the remainder? It is 3/4x. Immediately I will simplify this. 3 times 3 is 9 over 8 times 4 is 32x. Okay, and he got this much chocolates. All right, and C takes 5/9 of the leftovers. So immediately again, let's just find the remainder. How much is left? We had this much chocolate, right? And B received this much. So remainder is 3/4x minus, he already got 9/32 of x. Now if you simplify this, 32 common denominator, the first fraction multiplied by 8, 8 times 3 is 24 minus 9, and our x is still here. 24 minus 9, that's equal to 15. 15 over 32x. Now this much chocolate or candies left in a box. And it says that C takes 5/9 of the leftover. So C takes 5/9 of the leftover. That is 15 over 32x. That is equal to, I can simplify this first, 5 times, what is 15? 3 times 5 over, and 9 is 3 times 3, and here we have 32. This 3 gone. 5 times 5 is 25, and 3 times 32, it is 96x. Okay.
I need practice with this kind of questions, like word problems with fractions,
Yeah,
minusing.
Rahim, we will practice a lot. Actually, our topic is about this. Maybe today we couldn't start this. Next time we will practice only this kind of problems. And now from now on, I will give you a lot of word problems like this. So the question is, what fraction of the chocolate does D have, right? And that is a remainder, is it?
Yes. We have to get out of this number a number out of 1/4.
Rahim, Dumbo, I think this is the answer.
No. How? No, this is not the answer.
No, it's not the answer, Gorfma. You need to simplify. No, not simplify. You need to do something here.
Okay. Here, okay, about chocolate itself, A takes 1/4 of the chocolate, 1/4, and 3/4 of X is left. B takes 3/8 of the remainder, 3/8 of the remainder, 3/4. It's 9/32. Okay. Now 3/4 minus 9/32 by 8, 24, 24 minus 9, it is 15/32. Okay. So it is 5/9 of the leftovers, 5/9, 15 is 25/32. Okay, good. Let's continue. So what is this? Let me just write the final answer in green. And this 25/96, actually, that is the amount that C received, right? So before C received, how much chocolate we have? 15/32 over X. So now then,
We add all together and then
no.
we get what's left.
Just here, before the C received, we had 15/32X, right? And after that, this much actually is given to C. Now, how much D will receive them?
Subtract. We have to subtract 15/32 minus 25/96.
Yes,
minus
yes.
25/96. And here
Yes,
we
it
have
will be.
X.
Can
Very
I
good.
say what it will be?
The common denominator is 96, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the 3 times
45/9.
15, 45 minus 25 X. Let me
Yes.
continue here. That's equal to 20/96X. Or if you simplify by 4, it is 5/4, 24X. So 5/24 of the chocolate was given to Mr. D. Guys, okay, now we are going to practice a lot. Now I will drop these kind of questions. Also, you have to practice the word problems like this. And you have to practice all the questions without skipping any question, okay? And we will, next time, we will solve only problems like this, because our topic is now word problems involving algebraic equations. Guys, thank you very much. Now another group is waiting for me.
Mr.
Okay, I will
Qasim.
see you.
Hi, Mr. Qasim.
Can you
Rahim,
upload?
Stop.
Can you upload this to YouTube?
Okay, Rahim. Today maybe I'll try to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, because
Okay. Now
Bye.
you know the channel, right? I put everything
Yes.
there. You can find the videos there. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.
And subscribe to Mr. Qasim. Okay, bye, Mr. Qasim.
Bye bye.